Today, what we see in Delhi is the progress which was made by the Congress government. Today, everybody feels that constitution is in danger. आज आप देखें हर जगह नफरत ही नफरत है. What they talk कि हमने जो है ट्रिपल तलाक खत्म कर दिया. I challenge this. You go through the Muslim community now. You will find very rarely a person got married twice.
Why did the Congress refuse to go for the consecration?
They have made it an event of the भारतीय जनता पार्टी. भगवान राम वो आदर्श हैं. तो आप उनको इतना छोटा नहीं कर सकते. भगवान राम पे तो.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Statesman Talk with me, Deepti J. Verma. Today we are being joined by Congressman Haroon Yusuf, who's been a 5-time MLA and a minister under the Sheila Dikshit government. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Today I'm going to start, the Lok Sabha elections have been kicked off. So what is your mood like? How do you read the mood of the public? How do you think the Indie bloc will perform and the Congress?
See, I strongly feel that the people want a change now. Because over the last 10 years, the kind of promises which were made to them, and they were shown all bright side of the country. But in fact, their own lives, whether it is employment, whether it is price rise, whether it is pollution, especially if we talk of Delhi. All these things, and crime against women has increased manifold. Every day we read in the newspaper. The crime of Delhi or in other parts of the country, whether UP or other Rajasthan, we see the kind of rapes which are taking place. Women are not feeling safe. And people brought this government in the hope that there will be massive change. They will get 15 lakhs rupees. They will get 2 crore jobs every year. But in return, they couldn't find anything. So now people are strongly feeling that there's a need to change. You can't just showcase things. You can't show only the brightest side. But what we face in reality in our lives is totally different.
So you think you see a undercurrent of dissatisfaction in the voters?
Because as I told you, we have seen in 2004 also. And I personally feel, because we interact with a lot of people feel that kind of shining India impression which they are trying to give. If they are talking of G20, a poor man has nothing to get out of it. The poor are being shadowed by the big screens, so nobody could see them. Only the bright side should be.
But when we talk about the India growth story, उसमें तो बोलते हैं if everybody will progress, then it will have a trickle down effect. You think that has not happened?
See, वो इसलिए नहीं हो रहा है कि पूरे देश को पता है आज कि केवल चंद कैपिटलिस्ट जो हैं, पैसे वाले लोग जो हैं, पूरे देश ऐसा लगता है उनके हवाले कर दिया गया है. और जो मिडिल क्लास, लोअर मिडिल क्लास और पुअर्स हैं, उनको लगता है कि हमारे लिए कोई बोलने वाला नहीं. आप किसानों को देख लें. द conditions which they are living through, they were promised that MSP will be given to them. 1 year long agitation took place when these 3 bills came, and government had to take it back. 750 people have sacrificed their lives, and they thought that they will gain something out of it. Ultimately, the government had to relent with a false promise that we will make a committee which will go into the MSP. Nothing happened in the last 2 years. So these kinds of promises, people are very disillusioned, especially the youth, who has a lot of aspirations. Because today, the whole world is open to him, whether it is media, whether it is Instagram, whether it is other social media channels. So they feel that they don't have anything, but they are shown all big things. So the aspirations of that person, when he sees the reality, it's totally different. So this is what I personally feel, because we have worked in Delhi. 15 years our government was there. Today what we see in Delhi is the progress which was made by the Congress government and the Sheila Dikshit leadership. And if we would have not had these kind of flyovers, roads, and other things, today you couldn't have moved your car more than 5 kilometers an hour.
So, talking about the one party that was the main reason for Congress's decline in Delhi was the Aam Aadmi Party, and they were against Sheila Dikshit at the time, and they were so against the Congress. But in this election, you both have come together. How do you think this chemistry will work?
You see, the challenge is bigger when the goal is bigger. Today, everybody feels that constitution is in danger. The Sangh Parivar and the BJP speaks in different languages. Somebody says कि इस संविधान को बदल देंगे, इस देश को हिंदू राष्ट्र बना देंगे. If these kind of thing reaches to the people, that is not our country. Our culture, our heritage, the sacrifices which were made during the freedom struggle. आज when we talk about all these things, ऐसा लगता है एक सपना है. आज जिस चैनल पे आप चले जाए, हिंदू मुसलमान हो रहा, सिख ईसाई हो रहा, that was never there in this country.
But as a Muslim leader and in the community, do you feel that the average Muslim feels this? They feel cornered?
You see, it's not like this. Now, more education has come in Muslim community, and they are very enlightened. They are not the same one which used to be there 20 years ago.
Which was a vote bank, you mean?
So now they also feel humiliated because they don't have that kind of a mindset of communalism, hatred. आज आप देखें हर जगह नफरत ही नफरत है. अगर हम नौजवानों को और ख़ास तौर से वो बच्चे जो स्कूलों में हैं, उनकी बुनियाद हम नफरत पे रखेंगे तो वो कभी अच्छे इंसान नहीं बन सकते. और मैं समझता हूँ कि इस चीज़ को more and more youngsters are realizing. They are realizing this is not the kind of India they dreamt of. Because education, knowledge, different channels of information, that has made them very enlightened and they know what really is going on.
So the Modi government in their manifesto have obviously talked about the UCC. You think that will work in favor of the Indian Muslim? Because if there is uniformity, it will bring them to the same.
You see, in fascism, there are different mouths, different words. My intention is clear, it will be known to people. Not by just saying that triple talaq we have done. What a great job have we done. If you go through, and I challenge this, you go through the Muslim community now, you will find very rarely a person got married twice.
Okay.
क्योंकि आज हालात ऐसे हैं, वो बच्चों को अगर अच्छी एजुकेशन देना चाहता है, वो उनको अच्छा खाना देना चाहता है, अच्छे कपड़े देना चाहता है, he can't afford this.
Yeah.
Or there are thousands and thousands of examples which prove this kind of a belief wrong.
Economics is the driving point in every community?
It's not there. So what they talk कि हमने जो है ट्रिपल तलाक खत्म कर दिया. अरे भाई ऑलरेडी है, वो समाज में है.
अच्छा.
What have you done for the upliftment of the Muslim community? Every day we listen that they are not allowed this, they will not do this, now we'll bring NRC, this kind of attacking somebody's sentiments. Though it doesn't happen. Now, if we talk of these sensitive issues, what they claim, have they brought any kind of a change in their lives? Have these thoughts uplifted them? No. Because आज आप कोई भी सर्वे आप करा लें, इस तरह का कोई भी चीज़ें आपको नहीं मिलेंगी. लेकिन आज का मौजूदा दौर जो है उसमें सर्वे तो हमारी चॉइस पे है. जैसा हम करना चाहेंगे वैसा करेंगे और आप सुनो. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि वो जो एक फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, वो जो एक नाउमीदी है लोगों में, वो कभी आप नफरत की बातें करके किसी धर्म के बारे में, किसी जाति के,
राहुल गांधी जी ही टॉक्स अबाउट द कास्ट सेंसस, तो वो भी तो एक तरह का डिविजन है. नो,
इट्स नॉट डिवाइड. व्हाट ही सेज, व्हाट राहुल जी सेज, if you go through the data, whether it is the bureaucracy, whether it is big media houses, he is talking that we must know कि कौन
representation कितनी
का representation कितना है और जितनी उनकी हिस्सेदारी है कम से कम उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए उनको उनका हक मिलना चाहिए.
बट रिजर्वेशन होनी चाहिए. यू थिंक रिजर्वेशन होनी चाहिए, मेरिट पे मिलना चाहिए?
देखिए दैट बी डिसाइडेड बाय द पॉलिसीज. अब जो अप्रेंटिस वाली जो स्कीम राहुल जी लाए हैं फॉर ग्रेजुएट्स कि उनको 1 लाख रुपए साल देंगे, आज कोई पूछ नहीं रहा अप्रेंटिस कौन रख रहा है. इट्स ओनली बिग बिजनेस हाउसेज विच हैव. सो वेदर इट इज न्याय फॉर वीमेन, all these things which he has brought, it is his Bharat Jodo Yatra, where he came across thousands and thousands of youths.
Have you been part of the Yatra? Have you been part of the
In Delhi, I was.
In Delhi. And you think it's worked for Congress in the last couple of years?
It has worked a lot. The sentiments among the congressmen and the public in general, they had that feeling कि
renewed
कोई है
enthusiasm.
तो वो जो कनेक्ट था, राहुल जी हैज डन द ग्रेटेस्ट थिंग कि वो जो एक नाउम्मीदी थी उसको उम्मीद की तरफ वो लेकर गए. और जो उनकी कोशिश है वो उनको किसी चीज़ से लेना नहीं देना. ये लोग बात करते हैं वो इसके लिए कर रहे हैं, वो ये बनना चाहते तो वो मनमोहन सिंह जी के टाइम में वो बन जाते प्राइम मिनिस्टर, लेकिन ही नेवर एक्सेप्टेड दैट. तो उनका जो डिवोशन फॉर द कंट्री है and the sacrifices which their family has made. He lost his father in a bomb attack, lost his grandmom. All these things are there. It cannot be a natak, the way they try to portray this. When I listen to speeches of Bharatiya Janata Party, it shows him in very poor light. They know what is the reality.
Yeah.
They know what is the reality. They have not sacrificed after the independence, before independence. Lakhs of people have sacrificed and thousands of people have given their lives to make this country free. और आज ऐसा लगता है कि आज़ादी हमको 2014 से मिली. It is a very unfortunate part. जो पुराने काम जो लोग किए होते हैं उनको हमेशा अप्रिशिएट करना चाहिए. वाजपेयी जी थे, he appreciated Mrs. Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi ji, when he was Prime Minister, he understood his problem. He was suffering from a illness, and that is the politics.
But ये toxicity तो दोनों तरफ से है ना, because even the Congress now doesn't appreciate anything the government does. Constructive criticism होना चाहिए.
ऐसा नहीं है, क्योंकि हो क्या रहा है, हर चीज़ जब केवल दिखावे के लिए होगी और चंद पूंजीपति लोगों के लिए होगी तो वो आज इट हैज ट्रिकल डाउन टू द लास्ट मैन ऑन द रोड, द पुअरेस्ट ऑफ द पुअर. दे हैव रियलाइज्ड दैट बिकॉज नो पॉलिसी, एज आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट फार्मर्स, एज आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट द यंगस्टर्स, यूथ ऑफ दिस कंट्री.
The farmers' protest, do you think it was a missed opportunity for the Congress? They should have capitalized on it at that time?
No, when we were in government, Manmohan Singh ji was Prime Minister, 72,000 crores loans were waived off of the marginal farmer.
No, I mean the sentiment of the people at that time. It was so hot against the government. So do you think the Congress should have joined it full-heartedly and capitalized on it?
Congress always had the full support to the agitation. But if it is a farmers' agitation, we don't do politics with that. It was their genuine demand. MSP was the genuine demand. They said Swaminathan committee will implement. Nothing happened of that sort. Instead of that, they brought these 3 bills for farmers, which would have ruined their life. Their land would have gone. Like when Rahul ji was there, a land acquisition bill, the way it happened, they had to change that. When he went to Bhatta Parsol and he took all the pain, it is not today that he is doing it for election. He wants to do things which will improve the country, which will improve our life, which will improve the culture of different caste, creed, religion. That is what he is working for.
Talking of Rahul Gandhi, where do you think he'll contest from? The seat of Amethi is under a lot of speculation. Somebody saying Robert Vadra will contest from him, Rahul Gandhi. Where do you, like,
You see,
what is the internal party?
this question has been asked several times. And it will be Rahul ji and the Congress High Command, Congress President, will take the decision at the appropriate time. We are nobody to decide whether he should contest or not. अब अगर कोई डर के मारे ये बोले जा रहा है कि वो नहीं लड़ रहे ताकि वो ना लड़ें, तो ये उसका डर है, उसके डर का इलाज तो हमारे पास नहीं है जो समृति जी पूरे देश में कहती फिर रही हैं. वो कुछ नहीं कर रही हैं, वो अपने डर को ढकने की कोशिश कर रही हैं. तो जो फैसला होगा सबके सामने आएगा.
You know, recently a lot of people are also leaving the Congress. तो आप इतने टाइम से you've been with the Congress. All these allegations about the work culture in Congress, that there is less transparency, there's a coterie. Are these all true? Have you ever faced anything similar?
You see, you tell me, from which time, whether it was Indira ji, whether it was Rajiv ji, whether it was Manmohan Singh ji, every time when I was in NSUI, when I was in Youth Congress, every time I used to listen, there is some coterie. It is not like this. Congress is a big party, a very old party of 139 years. They have struggled for independence and after that, the development of this country. I have not seen this kind of coterie which every time they accuse Congress of. What I feel that in Congress, working committee is there, Central Election Committee is there. There are other forums also where you can convey, as you asked me, कि people are leaving the Congress. हर आदमी का दिल बहुत मजबूत नहीं होता और हर आदमी इतने मजबूत दिमाग का नहीं होता. जिस तरह के हथकंडे अपनाए जाते हैं, the kind of tactics, arm twisting tactics are used. तो they are enough. They can't bear that. And जो लोग गए हैं, वो सभी को पता है किस तरह गए, किस तरह सरकारें तोड़ी गई हैं. महाराष्ट्र में क्या हुआ, मध्य प्रदेश में क्या हुआ, दूसरी जगह क्या हुआ. मेरा कहने का मकसद ये है कि इस देश के अंदर आज सबसे बड़ी ज़रूरत इस बात की है कि देश की जो हमारी संस्कृति है, जो हमारी तहजीब है, वो किसी तरीके से उसको हम प्रिजर्व करके रखें. एक इतना रिच कल्चरल हेरिटेज हमारे पास है, एक ऐसी विरासत है जिसको आप नफरत के अंदर नहीं डाल सकते.
So part of that cultural heritage was obviously a big moment of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Why did the Congress refuse to go for the consecration?
You see, Congress refused. Now if you are trying to make it an event, why don't you ask the four Shankaracharyas who were the top religious people of Hindu Dharma? What were their views? Why nobody is talking about them? When they have made it an event of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
So you thought it was a political event?
As far as Bhagwan Ram is concerned, everybody in this country, whether Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, everybody has great regard. Because if you know about and you read about Bhagwan Ram, वो आदर्श हैं. मतलब आप उनको इतना छोटा नहीं कर सकते, आप उनको अपनी भभूति नहीं बना सकते, वो सबके हैं. तो जिस तरीके से ये तमाम चीज़ें हुई हैं, तो ऐसा लगता है कि भगवान राम पे तो उन्होंने जो है पूरी उनकी कंट्रोल है. भगवान राम सबके हैं. आप किसी मुस्लिम स्कॉलर से ही बात करें, ही विल हैव ग्रेट रिगार्ड.
And after the event, you think some Congress people have gone? Because I think Rahul Gandhi...
A lot of people are going every day. In Uttar Pradesh, our General Secretary in charge of Uttar Pradesh, plus the PCC chief and all congressmen, they have gone to Ram Mandir. A lot of people are going. We don't go to the Mandir or mosque to show people that yes, I have great regard for Bhagwan Ram or for Islam. It is our personal belief.
Yeah.
And you try to politicize that also.
You know, Mr. Ajay Makhan was the first one who raised the issue about the kickbacks in the liquor scheme in Delhi. And now that now both the parties are coming together, what is the line that you'll take in the elections?
See, as I told you in the beginning, when there is a bigger challenge.
So it'll be anti-BJP line.
not anti-BJP, the way country is being run, the way diktats had been issued every day. तुम ये नहीं करोगे, तुम क्या खा रहे हो, तुम क्या पहन रहे हो, ये जब तमाम बातें होंगी तो दिस इज अ बिगर चैलेंज टू द इंडियन सोसाइटी. एंड दैट इज वाई आम आदमी पार्टी वी हैव ज्वाइन टुगेदर. बट वट एवर द लीगल पोजिशन इज, लॉ विल टेक इट्स ओन कोर्स. But if something is done just to harass somebody, then we will raise our voice against that.
My last question to you is, again, Rahul Gandhi has said the BJP will be wrapped up under 150 seats. The BJP government is saying they'll cross 400. What do you think is a realistic number? Who do you think will form the government?
You see, I'm nobody. I'm not an astrologer or anybody. But when Rahul Gandhi says something, he has gone to every nook and corner of the country. He knows the pulse. And today, the undercurrent, when you talk to the people outside, first they will look at you. Why is he asking me this question? If he doubts you, he'll say, 400 सीटें आएगी. Behind your back, he will say, नहीं भाई साहब, इस बार 200 भी नहीं आएगी. So that kind of a thing is there. That means there's some kind of a fear in the mind of people. A country which is जिसको हम आज़ाद देश कहते हैं, उसके अंदर इतने ज़्यादा प्रेशराइज सिटीजन हो जाएं, तो there is something wrong somewhere.
And hopefully it will get corrected in the elections. Thank you so much, Yusuf ji. Thank you so much for your time.